Right. Now I'm looking at allegations, guys. Now, what am I meaning with allegations? Okay. Now, allegations is nothing but, according to me, allegations is nothing but a shortcut. Okay. A shortcut whenever I'm applying weighted average of only two groups. This is the only drawback of the shortcuts. Why am I saying weighted average of two groups? Because we might have questions on three groups also, four groups also, right? But when I have two groups, yes, there is a shortcut called allegations. Clear? So let's understand in today's session. We'll understand with the help of weighted average and allegations and learn how to apply allegations. Okay. Can we solve this question, please? Yes, 4F8, it's available till March now. So let's see, guys. In what ratio must two kinds of mangoes worth rupees 80 and rupees 108 be mixed such that we get a 96 per kg? So if I go with weighted averages, let's say A kgs of the first quantity. So I get 80 into A is the total cost plus 108 into B is the total cost divided by A plus B gives me the average cost. And as per the question, this is equal to 96. Now, this is weighted average with two variables or two groups. Okay. So when we cross multiply, what do we get? We get 80A plus 108B is equal to 96A plus 96B. Or when you cross or when you transpose the values, you get 16A is equal to 12B, or I get A by B in the ratio of 3:4. Now this is weighted average, guys. Now if I convert weighted average into allegations, always remember we will get the ratio of the denominator, right? So if you cancel this part and you cancel this part, that means once we equate the cost price per kg, we will get the ratio of number of kgs. So we have 80 here, we have 108 here, and I'm alligating them to get me a cost price of 96. Now, allegations is a crisscross method, and we calculate the difference of them.
Sir,
Yes,
you said something similar to it in last class.
yes,
Yeah.
don't worry. I'll continue from there, Nana. Don't worry. Right. So this is just the first class. Once again, repeating, and then we have extra models in this. Don't worry. Okay. So you have one area is a smaller quantity, and the second area will be the larger quantity. When you alligate them, you always get larger minus the average is to average minus the smaller. Clear? Now, this is the ratio in which you are mixing them. So if you observe here also, you get the same thing. You get 12:16, which is nothing but 3:4. Clear, guys? Let's move forward. Did we solve this question also yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, let's quickly revise this. So we are mixing two terms. So if I alligate cost per kg, I have how many kilograms of rupees 60 per kg? B mixed with 72 per kg. Clear? To get, sorry, 60 kgs of 80 per kg, my bad. To get a mixture which is worth 72 per kg. If I alligate them, this is what I get. I get the ratio of number of kgs. So here I get 8, here I get 12. That means the ratio of number of kgs is 2:3. Okay. Now I have 60 kgs of rupees 80 per kg. So corresponding value will come here. I do not know this value. So I would write 2 by 3 is equal to Q by 60. So 3 ones are 3 20s are. So which means the value of Q is equal to 20 into 2, that is 40 kgs. Clear everyone, guys? Did we solve this question?
Yes, sir.
This also we solved?
Yes, sir, completed.
Okay, then let's move forward. This one? Did we solve this question, guys? Okay. This
Yes, sir.
this one,
Yes, sir.
this one.
Yes, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, wait, wait. Everybody's saying no for this question. Please read the question carefully.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah, please solve this question then. So let's start solving from here, guys. Yep, let's see this question, guys. 30 seconds. Yep. So this question says that 18 liters of X percentage milk solution. Okay, so if I'm merging, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. So I have X percentage milk solution and I'm mixing with another 75 percentage milk solution to get a solution which is 48% milk. So we all know that there will be one larger quantity, a larger value, and there will be a smaller value. Okay. I already have a larger value. So please remember this is gonna be smaller than average and this is gonna be larger than average. Why? Because allegations, while subtracting, it's really important. So this is always going to be average minus large, smaller. And this is larger minus average. And this ratio should be the ratio in which they are mixed. So X percentage, the quantity is 18 and 75 percentage, the quantity is 20. Now this is the ratio we mix them. So therefore, what are we talking about? We're talking about 27 by 48 minus X is equal to 9 by 10. So 9 ones are 9 threes. So what do we get? We get 30 is equal to 48 minus X, or you get the value of X is equal to 18 percentage, which is perfectly right. Clear, guys? Can you move forward? 18 is to 20 is 9 is to 10 kadamma. Quantity is 4K3. The ratio that you get in allegations is the ratio in which you are mixing them. That is the ratio of N1 is to N2, 4K3. యా సో ఇక్కడ n1 ఇది అమ్మా 18 liters కరెస్పాండింగ్ వస్తుంది ఓకే అండ్ 20 liters ఇక్కడ కరెస్పాండింగ్ వస్తుంది యా కెన్ వి సాల్వ్ దిస్ అప్లికేషన్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాఫిట్ అండ్ లాస్ ఇన్ అలిగేషన్స్ think if you want, see, you take your time, apply weighted averages, and then see how do you apply allegations. Don't be in a hurry. Don't always come down to a conclusion. Remember one thing, you always get ratio of the denominators in the formula. అందుకే వెయిటెడ్ యావరేజెస్ అప్లికేషన్ మనకి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఉందమ్మా వెయిటెడ్ యావరేజ్ లో డినామినేటర్ లో ఏది వస్తుంది దట్ విల్ బి ద రేషియో ఆఫ్ ద డినామినేటర్స్ సో దట్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ షుడ్ బి రియలీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ గైస్ Yep, let's look at this question, guys. Now, goods are purchased at 450 rupees. One third of it is sold at a loss of 10 percentage. At what profit percentage should the remainder be sold so as to get 20 percentage on the whole transaction? So we are given overall profit percentage here. Okay. Now, coming from profit and loss chapter, when you calculate overall profit percentage, what is the formula, guys? We know that profit is calculated on cost price multiplied by 100. Is this point clear with all of us? If you are able to understand this one, that means denominator is cost price, which means if I alligate profit percentage, and let's say overall is P, okay? If you allocate profit percentage, you will get the ratio of denominators. What is the denominator here? The denominator is cost price. This is how you understand how to apply allocations. Clear, guys? So one, I am selling at a loss of 10 percentage, which means minus 10. I do not know at what value should I sell the other one to get a profit of 20 percentage. That's a plus 20. So one value will be lesser than the average, one value will be greater than the average. We already have this value less than the average. So when we alligate, it is always average minus smaller. No, do not forget average minus smaller. And it is always larger minus average. Now this is the ratio in which this is the ratio of the cost price. So 10 percentage loss, I am selling 1/3 of the goods. So the remaining will be 2/3 of the goods. So this is actually not important for you because everything gets cancelled. So in a way, I'm looking at x minus 20 by 30 is equal to 1 is to 2. 2 ones are 2, 15s are. So I get x minus 20 is equal to 15, or we get the value of x is equal to 35%. So most of you are correct. The answer is 35%. But more than that, I would really love to see if we are applying or if we are knowing how to apply alligations. So just pause, understand the basic formula, look at the denominator. That will be the denominator here. Clear, guys? Moving forward. Yep. Can we solve this, please? Interest is always calculated on principal. Remember that always. Yes, 5L8. You can check this. Yep, let's see this, guys. How do I apply alligations is most important and very interesting here. Okay, now see, I'm merging two groups. Whenever I merge two groups, weighted averages. Weighted average of two groups, alligations. Okay, now Rahul takes a home loan of 25 lakhs from a bank at an interest of 10%. He avails a car loan of 5 lakhs at an interest of 12%. Find the average interest rate that he pays. Now, please remember, my rate of interest calculated is as interest percentage is calculated as interest by principal into 100. This should be enough for you to apply alligations here. Is this point clear? So what is in my denominator? My denominator has principal. Denominator lo principal undi, paina manki rate percentage untadamma. Always remember, this will be R1 percentage of P1 plus R2 percentage of P2 divided by P1 plus P2 into 100. Clear? So 10 percentage man దగ్గర home loan దగ్గర ఉంది, 12% ఉంది car loan lo. I do not know the average. Now again repeat, larger minus average. So this value will be larger minus average. This value will be average minus smaller. This is where X plays a very huge role. All of you got different answers, okay? Now this ratio is the ratio of denominator. What is the ratio of denominator? That's the ratio of the principal value. Now what is the principal value? Home loan we have taken 25 lakhs. Car loan we have taken only 5 lakhs. Now let's solve this, guys. So if I solve this, then what do I get? I get 12 minus x into 5. So you want, you can cross multiply. Same avutadamma, don't worry. Is equal to 25 into x minus 10, guys. 5 ones are 5 fives are. Either 12 minus x is equal to 5x minus 50. 50 62 is equal to 6x, or the value of x is equal to 62 by 6. That is 10.33 percentage per annum. Clear, guys? How do we apply allocations in interest rates? So we saw allocations in cost price per kg. We saw allocations in boys and girls. We saw allocations in mixing two liquids, petrol, water, petrol, kerosene, milk, water, petrol, diesel. Now we are seeing allocations in interest rates. Okay, let's look at the next question. Now we are seeing allocations in time and distance. Now always remember that your average speed, okay, your average speed is always determined by a formula called total distance upon total time. This is nothing but the average speed formula. Now can you apply, please? Yep, let's see this, guys, now. So this says Rahul covers a total of 240 kilometers in 6 hours, partly at 30 kilometers an hour and the rest at 60 kilometers an hour. So can I say that the average speed becomes 240 by 6, that is 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, guys. Now the average speed is 40 kilometers per hour. Now what am I looking at? If I allocate the speeds, that is 30, 60 and 40, I get the ratio of denominator. Now what is my denominator? That is time taken. That's the only catch here, okay? So this becomes 2 is to 1. Now 2 is to 1 is the ratio of time taken. Clear, guys? Now I know the total time taken is 6 hours, so therefore time taken here becomes 2 by 3 into 6, that is 4 hours, and time taken here becomes 1 by 3 into 6, that is 2 hours. That means at 30 kilometers an hour, I have been running for 4 hours, which means total distance covered is equal to 120 kilometers. At 60 kilometers per hour, I have been running it for 2 hours, and here also the distance is 120 kilometers. Now you can check I'm covering a total distance of 240 kilometers in how many hours? 6 hours. So this should be your way of approach, and that's the most important aspect of alligations. Clear, guys? Now let's go ahead and solve the. We have done this question yesterday. In these type of questions, the word average is not used. Yeah, that's what you see when you are given overall color 2F9, a very important question. Whenever the overall cost, overall speed, overall average is given, then see, remember, are you merging two groups? How can allegation of speed give you the time? Okay, let me tell you this. So the ideal formula of alligations is N1 into A1 plus N2 into A2 by A1, N1 plus N2 kadamma. Now let's see. Total distance by total time. Time taken is T1 plus T2. Now distance can I say is S1 into T1 plus S2 into T2. Clear, Ravali? Now can you match both the formulas? That's why I told you if you alligate the speeds, you get the ratio of time taken. Somebody, Shravya, you can replace this formula, amma. చూడమ్మా T1 మనకి తెలీదు అయితే 30 into T1 అమ్మా plus 60 into T2 అమ్మా T1 plus T2 total time taken ఎంత అయ్యింది మన దగ్గర 6 hours అయ్యింది. This is the average speed. If you want to go with the average speed formula, then the average speed is equal to total distance by total time. That is going to be how much, guys? Total distance by total time is equal to, sorry, divided by T1 plus T2 is equal to 40. Now if you alligate, you get the answer. Or if you want the basic formula to look at it, you have to go back to speed, time and distance. I know that distance is equal to speed into time amma. Okay, total time taken is 6 hours. So 6 hours ki at 30 kilometers an hour, let me assume he is traveling for t hours. So can I say 60 kilometers per hour, he will travel for 6 minus t hours. Clear, Shravya? So 30 into t is the distance covered in the first phase of the journey, plus 60 into 6 minus t is the distance covered in the second phase of the journey. And now I know that the total distance covered is equal to 240. ఇక్కడ కూడా t వస్తుందమ్మా మనకి డైరెక్ట్ డిస్టెన్స్ రాదు. Is this clear to everyone? Yeah, we are moving into mixtures. Okay, let's solve this question, please. Yep, let's see this, guys. So it says 40 liters of 80% milk solution. Okay, so which means I have the quantity of milk is equal to 80 percentage of 40. That is going to be how much, guys? 32. Clear? If 32 is the milk solution, that means 8 liters is the water solution. Okay. 60 percentage of the second solution, that is 60% of 60 is 36. That means 24 is water. And the total quantity is 100. So here the quantity of milk is equal to 68 and here the quantity of water is equal to 32. Right? So the percentage of milk in the mixture becomes 68 by total, that is 100 into 100, which becomes 68 percentage. Clear? This becomes 32 by 100 into 100, which is equal to 32 percentage. And the ratio of milk and water in the mixture is 68 is to 32, which will give you eventually the value as 17 is to 8. Right, so almost all of you have been correct here. So let's move into the next question, please. Yeah, can we solve this question, please? A very good question. Quick, not even a single answer yet. Yep. So 8 liters of solution having milk and water in the ratio of 2 is to 1. Okay. So I have 8 liters in the ratio of 2 is to 1. And I have 16 liters in the ratio of 4 is to 1. Now, whenever you have these kind of questions, there is a shortcut to this also, guys. Okay. Let's first look at the basic method. The quantity of milk coming from the first mixture is 2 by 3 of 8. Plus the quantity of milk coming from the second mixture is 4 by 5 of 16 divided by 1 by 3 of 8 plus 1 by 5 of 16. Clear? So if you want, you can solve this directly here, guys. So this is 15. So 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 10 into 8 is 80. 16 fours is 64. 64 into 3. What is 64 into 3, guys? 3 for the 12, that's 192 divided by. This is 5 eights, that is 40. Clear? And the 16 threes, that is 48. I hope all of you got the same answer. 272 divided by 88. So 8 threes are 24. Then I have a 32. So 34 by 11 should be your answer. Clear, guys? Now, let's go with the shortcut here. Now, the shortcut here that says is 8 and 16 doesn't matter. Always talk about their ratio here. Since 8 liters is mixed and 16 liters is mixed, let me assume that they are mixed in the ratio of 1:2. First point. Okay, listen to this very carefully, guys. Without any fractions, if you want the answer. Now, here the ratio is 2:1 and here the ratio is 4:1. Clear? Which means what is the total here, guys? Total here is 3 parts. Total here is 5 parts. So what is LCM of 3 and 5? LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. So next step is multiply 15 to both the terms. Now calculate. What is the quantity of milk coming from up here? So 3 parts is equal to 15. So quantity of milk is 2/3 into 15. And quantity of milk coming up from here is 4/5 into 30. So what is the total quantity of milk, guys, from both the containers? So 3 ones are 3 fives are 10 liters is coming up from here, and 24 liters is the quantity of milk divided by 1/3 into 15, that is 5 liters coming up from here, and 1/5 into 30, that is 6 liters coming up from here. So this is the quantity of water, which means the ratio of milk and water is equal to 34/11. Is this point clear with all of us? Great. Let's move forward, guys. Because you want an integer, amma. Multiple of 3 kavali ikkada. Okay. Ikkada multiple of 5 kavali. 1:2 ratio unte మేము x:2x తీసుకుంటాం కదమ్మా. 5K5, this is the quantity of water, amma, coming up from this solution, 1/3 of 15. And this is the quantity of water coming up from the second solution, Nana. This is W2, this is W1, this is M1, this is M2. Now is it clear, 5K5? Yep. Can we apply the same shortcut here, please? Yes, so two vessels having volumes in the ratio of 3:5 is what I have. Right, one of them has milk and water in the ratio of 2:3, and the second one has milk and water in the ratio of 3:1. Now again repeat, guys, this is 2/5 of total here, and this is 3/5 of total here. So this should be a multiple of 5, and this should be an LCM of 4. 5 and 4, the LCM is 20, so I'm multiplying 20 on both the sides. So this becomes into 20, this becomes into 20, this becomes into, 20 into 3, 20 into 3. 5 into 20, this is into 100, and this is also into 100. So milk coming up from this part is going to be how much, guys? 5 ones are 5 fours are. 4 into 2 is 8, 8 threes is 24. And milk coming up from this part is 4 into 9 is 36. 4 ones are 4, 25s are 3 into 25 is 75 plus 25. And therefore, we have a total of 99/61 should be your final value. Clear, guys? Shortcut? Perfect. So moving forward with one more question on the same lines. Can we solve this question, please? Should be easy now. These kind of questions are actually easier than the previous ones. So now it says that two containers have equal volumes of okay, we are mixing them in the equal volumes, right? Yeah. So one has 4:1, the other has 1:3. That means this needed is 5 parts and this needed is 4 parts, and I'm mixing them in the ratio of 1:1. So LCM of 5 and 4 is 20, and this also becomes 20. So I can do this verbally. 5 parts is 20, so 1 part is 4, so this becomes 16 and 4. 4 parts is 20, so 1 part is 5, this becomes 5 and 15. So in one shot, your answer becomes 21 and 19. Need not solve all the fractions and all those things. Clear, guys? Can we move forward? Can we solve this, please? Yeah. So now here again, it's a very easy question. So 4:1, that means I want 5 parts. And this is 1:3. That means I want 4 parts. And this is 3:7. That is 10 parts. So 5, 4, and 10. Can I say LCM is 20? So LCM of 5, 4, and 10. That's going to be 20. So I multiply 20 to each term. So if you want, you can also do this directly. If you want to go by calculation, that's 4 by 5 of 20 from here. And 1 goes on the bottom for the milk, for the water part. 1 by 5 of 20. 1 by 4 of 20. 3 by 4 of 20. 3 by 10 of 20. And 7 by 10 of 20. 5 ones are 5 fours are. This is also 4. So what do I get? I get 16 here. 4 ones are 4 fives are 16 plus 5. 0, 0 gets cancelled. 3 into 2 is 6. 4, 15, and 14. So what do we get here? 16 plus 11, that's going to be 27, and 4 plus 29 is going to be 33, and therefore the answer is going to be 9 by 11. Clear, guys, everyone? Let's solve this question, please. That is not 5:3, Anna. Question number 5, 3 containers, Mahesh. Clear, Mahesh? That's question number 5, dot 3 containers. Now let's see this, guys. Instead of making this a little complicated, let's understand this kind of model where the question is asking you in what ratio they are mixed. Okay. Now in one, there is a ratio called 3:1. So what I would do is I would take 3x and x, which means I am having 4x liters of the first one. Okay. And second one, I will take y and 7y. As we discussed, two different ratios will have two different variables. So in what ratio they are mixed? 4 by 8 into x by y, which means they are mixed in the ratio of x by 2y. Clear? Right? Now, the milk component from the first part is 3x and the water is x. The milk from the second part is y and the water is 7y. Now, this is the ratio of milk and water in the end. Now, that is equal to 2 by 3. So this becomes 9x plus 3y is equal to 2x plus 14y. Or we have 7x is equal to 11y. Or we have x by y is equal to 11 by 7. Now do not be in a hurry. Remember one thing, that the ratio is x by 2y. So that's nothing but 1 by 2 into x by y. That's going to be 1 by 2 into 11 by 7, and therefore the answer is going to be 11 by 14. Is this point clear with all of us, guys? Why x by 2y? Because 4x by 8y, mama. According to my method, I'm taking 4x by 2y by 8y. 4x by 8y will be equal to what? 449. Clear? Great. Why not alligations? Yes, you can also do alligations. This also comes under mixtures. Very good question, 449. You want me to explain with the help of alligations? Yeah, let's do that. So 3 by 1, that is 3 by 4 is the quantity of milk. 1 by 8 is the quantity of milk. I mix them to get 2 by 5 as the quantity of milk. Clear? The best part here is the denominators have to be equal because you have to subtract them. So do it here only. 4 and 8, the LCM is 8. 8 and 5, the LCM is 40. I say into 10 into 10 into 5 into 5 into 8 into 8. Now alligate them, guys. So 16 minus 5. This is 16 by 40 minus 5 by 40 will give me 11 by 40. And this is 30 minus 16. What is 30 minus 16? That is 14 by 40. This is the ratio in which I have mixed them, and therefore the ratio is 11 is to 14. Clear, Bindu and 449. You can answer with the help of both the methods. Yep, let's solve this question, please. Same again, you can use either alligations or you can use mixtures. You can do both the methods, guys. Yep, let's see this, guys. All of you have been getting the right answer, I guess, about from a few. Okay, let's look at both the methods. If you are getting confused with alligations, you can go by mixtures also. So if you want to do the shortcut method, 2x of petrol and 3x of diesel. Okay. 3y of petrol and 7y of diesel. Now do not forget you are mixing them in the ratio of 5x by 10y. Now, after mixing up, we get the final quantity of petrol to diesel in the ratio of 7:30. So you get 26x plus 39y is equal to 21x plus 49y, or we get 5x is equal to 10y, or we get x by y is equal to 2:1. So this can be written as 5 by 10 into x by y, which is 1 by 2 into 2 by 1. And the ratio is going to be 1:1. Clear, guys? If you want with the help of alligations, you can as well do with the help of alligations. Numbers are lovely to take percentage. See, I changed my strategies depending on the numbers here. In the previous question, the numbers were not supporting. But here, 2 by 5, I can use percentage very easily. 2 by 5 into 100 is 40%. 3 by 10 into 100 is 30%. I mix them to get 7 by 20 into 100 is 35%. So you get 1 is to 1 is your answer. Clear, guys? Can I move forward? Yep, let's solve this, please. A very good model called a no change model. Yep, quick answers, please. Okay, we have one answer of 8 is to 57. Somebody says 35 and somebody says 26.25. Okay. Now this can be solved in multiple ways, guys. But we look at one very standard method. Okay, there's a beautiful method called no change component. Okay. Now, what am I looking at in no change component? Now, this question says that how many liters of water is to be added to 30 liters of milk and water solution. So what am I doing here? I have a milk plus water solution. Okay. And to this milk plus water solution, I'm adding only water. So I had some initial quantity of milk, I had some initial quantity of water. To that, I'm adding only water to get my final solution. Okay. So on the outset, if you understand, I have 30 liters of this solution. I do not know how much am I adding. Let's say that is X. So can I say final solution I'm having, the total quantity of final solution is 30 plus X. Is this point clear with all of us? Perfect. Now, 30 liters is in the ratio of 3 is to 1. Okay. 30 plus X liters is in the ratio of 2 is to 3. Now understand this clearly, guys, that if I have a milk and a water solution and I'm adding only water, can I say the quantity of milk should not change? And that is why I term this model as no change component. So if you are adding only water to a solution, clear, if I'm adding only water to a solution, so please appreciate the fact that the quantity of milk does not change, and therefore I use only one standard formula. The initial quantity of milk should be equal to the final quantity of milk. So all this I do it in my head. I just read one short answer that 3 by 4 of 30 is equal to 2 by 5 of 30 plus x. If only this part is on your notes, you save a lot of time. Clear? So when you cross multiply, then what do you get? 3 into 30 is 90, 90 into 5 is 450, is equal to 4 2s are 8, 8 3s is 240 plus 8x. And therefore we get 210 is equal to 8x, or the value of x is equal to 210 by h. Clear, guys? Any doubts? Yep, perfect, guys. So I was just waiting for your responses. Can we answer this question, please? Yep, let's see this. A mixture contains milk and water in the ratio of 3 is to 2. Okay. After adding 25 liters of water, the ratio of milk and water becomes 2 is to 3. So what I'm adding only water. Okay. Which means again the same logic, the initial quantity of milk is equal to, can I say, the final quantity of milk? Now let me assume the total initial quantity is x. So 3 by 5 of x is equal to, the final quantity becomes 2 by 5 of x plus 25. One short answer. Clear, guys? How many of you did just this one step? Perfect, Varun. Great. Nice. So a few of you have just done one step. That's really nice. So 5 and 5 gets cancelled. So we get 3x is equal to 2x plus 50, or we get the value of x is equal to 50. So perfectly right. The answer is going to be 50 here. Am I clear, guys? So yep. So last question of the day. Quick, guys. Yep, let's look at this, guys. Last question. In a mixture of 105 liters, the ratio of milk and water is 8 is to 7. Now, remember one thing, guys. If the ratio of milk and water is 8 is to 7, that means this is 56 and this is 49. And the ratio is 8 is to 7. Whatever quantity you take out, even if you take out a cup from there, okay, it will have milk and water in the ratio of 8 is to 7 only. You take a cup, you take a spoon, you take anything, because it's a mixture. Okay. So if some amount of mixture is removed in which you have 14 liters of water, please remember, whenever you are removing something from the mixture, you will get them in the ratio in which it is mixed. So if you have 14 liters of water, which means you will have 16 liters of milk. So 16 of this is removed and 14 of this is removed, which means this gives you 35 and this gives you 40. Clear, guys? 15 into 7, right? Yeah. Now, what is the question talking about? Now, the question says that I am adding 5 liters of water in the remaining mixture. That means I've added 5 liters of water, which means in the end we have 40 and 40, and therefore the answer is 1:1. That's it, guys. This completes the topic called mixtures and alligations. I will be dealing with you with time and work, which is on Monday, and then permutations and combinations and probability. Clear? So these are the remaining topics that I'll be dealing with you. Mostly from Monday, I'm gonna see you guys only in the afternoon. Right? So we'll discuss the models, we will wind up the topics, and tomorrow, no, you don't have any class tomorrow. Monday to Saturday. So Monday to Saturday, you will have your next class on Monday again. Today afternoon, you have a class, and the next class will be on next Monday. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you, and have a great time. Thank you, guys. Any doubts? I'm still here. Others can leave. Have a great lunch. Join back at 2 o'clock. Yes, 5F1. Which part, Nana? Don't ask me to explain completely again. Doubt Arku. Video playback option will be set up. Don't worry. New test available after today's class. Yes. New test available after program. Yes. After removing 14 liters of water, you will also have 16 liters of milk, amma, because they are in the ratio of 8:7. You cannot remove only one part. Vaste both vaste. Clear 5F1? So you are removing 16 liters here, you are removing 14 liters here, and therefore you get 40 and you get 35. Thank you, 4HO. And therefore the question says after that you are adding 5 liters of water. Clear? 6204, which part, Nana? 6 slide of mixtures or 6 slide of alligations? What are you talking about? You meant this? Was this you are talking about? Thank you, Kirti. Yeah, what is it out, Nana? If I'm talking about only milk, so I'm mixing up milk. 3/4 is the quantity of milk. Forget all these, just do a calculation, Nana. Not only which is larger, which is smaller. I know that 1/8 is smaller and 3/4 is larger, kada? So 2/5 minus 1/8. And ikkada 3/4 minus 2/5. Cheskunana same answer ostudi Nana. Pawan says, sir, tell us the starting of your organization, building something of your own, facing the inertia at starting. Yeah, I don't mind sharing it. I can just talk about it for 2 to 3 minutes. That's not a problem, Pawan. So my own organization, see, there has been a lot of inertia here. I mean, it's not an easy journey. And trust me, even now we are struggling. Startup phase is always there. And, I'll tell you the biggest problem with Apex.